Hi, hello, I'm Hope, and I hope you're all doing well today. And today we'll be looking at r/BadDesigns, where people make questionable choices in their designs. Pretty self-explanatory if you ask me. They put new carpet on the stairs. We're all gonna die! And yeah, you can see the carpet. You can kind of faintly see the outlines of the stairs. Maybe not the best choice to be creative with the stairs. And even you can everything else seems a little more boring. There's a shrinker there in the background, but the floor looks very boring. The rails look very boring. And then you have the stairs that, they're definitely a choice. So first I thought it's a toilet and it was just weirdly spaced, but apparently this is to let and it's to rent, and it's a UK thing. Imagine you have to go to the toilet and you see this and you go there and it's no, that's not it. So this was supposed to be bike lanes, and there's a pipe coming out of the floor. And my first question is even this is a two-side bike lane? This is the size of one bike lane? Some bike lanes, you could go a little bit to the sides, but here you have little grass and bushes and trees, and if there were two bikes, I'm just saying it would be to really slow down and nicely pass and make sure you don't bump into each other, and then it's already a problem with that, and then another pipe. So I don't know, it's completely bad design. Well, the thing with QR codes is you have to have it on a flat, readable surface, right? Right, okay. We all know that. So, what is this? But yeah, basically it was do we have any particular place we should put this code? Oh no, just put it whatever, it doesn't really matter. Hell, the place to be. And that's a message I can approve of. Now, I know it was supposed to be a hello and with a morning coffee, but honestly, hell, the place to be is a completely fine message approved by me, Hope. Now we have the exit and the stair. You would think, right, there may be stairs, but no. This could be a singular stair. I was thinking maybe it's, when there's a single stair and they have, I don't know, a line. Basically the opposite of the first one, when you couldn't basically see the stairs. Here it's saying, hello, morning, stairs. Or a single stair, so you don't trip over it. And speaking of the devil, even more confusing stairs. The first one you could kind of see the lines, but this one even cuts, the lines, so it's even more confusing. So really, for that 100%, you will trip and you will fall and you will break your head. It's guaranteed, And these are I think cookies, each individually wrapped, because hell, why save the earth, right? Why minimize the use of plastic when you can maximize it, right? No, don't do that. Look, I can see, why this could be used for if, let's say, you're going on a trip and you want to just take a few cookies or maybe one or two, or maybe giving out as candy on Halloween. I can see the uses of this, but it's also come on, that's so much plastic. The L-Y-N-D. Let's try to see what this could be. D-E? That's elderly. Maybe the elderly have means? Maybe it's Mave means. I give up. I have no idea what it says. If anybody knows, let me know. By a man, eat fish. They teach fishmen to a lifetime. And that's a quote I can stand by. Yes, very emotional. Sometimes you just have to buy a man, eat fish, they teach fishmen to a lifetime. No, but in all seriousness, I at first thought it was just the classic, you should read it first, top to bottom, then left to right, top to bottom, instead of the classic left to right, top to bottom, left to right, top to bottom, But no, even by day to alive, and see, it doesn't work in any way. Just do nothing. It's impossible. And I will say this, I don't agree with this. Doing nothing is impossible. Try doing nothing. You will still be breathing. You will still be existing. You will still be, I don't know, moving along with the earth. You will still be alive. And if you're dead, you're still being dead. So at all times, you're existing. then you're still doing something because you're existing, and if you're not existing, you don't get the point. I'm guessing, because even I got confused. I wanted to say, you get the point, but sometimes when I do these rambles, I know people don't get the point, so... But yeah, it's supposed to say no, just do it, nothing is impossible, but that's why I don't split this, because, yeah, it gives it double meaning. Terrible bus shelter in Denmark. Glass offers no shades, and narrow angled roof offers no cover from rain. Great! And now we have from a commenter here who said, check out my sleek design. Is it useful? Who cares? It's sleek. The whole point of bus shelters is supposed to be that you can wait in the shade or wait if there's some rain. And this thing basically has none of that. So what's that? I guess I'll give them 1 point, one single point that does, protect you from, and this is wind. If the wind is blowing from the north to south, then I guess that's the only time you have some use for this. You probably waste so much money, why not just make it functional? Man, adult, ADHD. That's the first thing you see, obviously. And then the more you read it, it's like the ultimate guide to man. Okay, I guess that makes sense. With increased productivity, it's not even with increased productivity, or you will increase productivity, or who will increase productivity. It's like, with increased productivity, adult improved relationship. That's honestly, I feel like a caveman reading this. Or maybe it's like, oh, I think I see it. Okay, it took me a bit, but I've realized it. So it's meant, man, adult ADHD, so you quickly see what is this about, and then you probably read the ultimate guide to increased productivity. No, still it doesn't make sense, because it's supposed to be increased productivity, right? Am I going crazy? Isn't it supposed to be the ultimate guide to increased productivity? And also, what's that with? No, it doesn't make sense. I thought it made sense. It doesn't. There's no way this makes sense. I have no idea. Another one of these, and you can see it probably looked like a nice design before the window was open. Yeah, maybe, faces on the part that can be changed isn't the best idea. She has only one eye. Hey, inclusivity. Chicken. You can see chicken and burgers, right? You can read it, but it's like chicken, burg, ergs. Basically, how you would read it. Readability does play an important part. And sometimes it's better to be logical and readable instead of creative, because you'll end up on the r/BadDesigns. I love London is what I first read. Then I realized it's like I heart London, and it's like no, you go up and down, up and down. It's like I think this is London and not me trying to do slalom skiing, so I don't know. It might just be me, it might be a perfectly fine design. Oh, only $70 for this image. How cheap. I can understand if you have it custom made or it's a custom photo, but for an image that other people can also use, $70 is a lot on its own. Then you look at what is going on and you see it's like red is cyan, yellow is blue, blue is orange, and there is no red. Is there like a color blindness that does this? Because I would think, no, there's no way, right? Because the colors aren't just missing or, blending together weirdly, which is what kind of happens with color blindness. They're completely mixed up. Look, I think I'm giving this image way too much benefit of the doubt, and I'll just go to the next image. Kids under 2 travel free, and then not me reading this as kids under 2, as if I'm some sort of Roman empress. And yeah, I also read kids under 2, and I'm pretty sure it's meant to be like kids under 11. Realistically, you could probably, just do a double check, because under 2 it doesn't make sense. The toilet signs, because why have, something simple when you can complicate stuff? I can tell which one is which, because see the right is obviously for women and the left one is for men. Now I can say it's obvious for me, because I am an artist and you have to see these like and look, I'm pretty sure that's how it was meant to. If it weren't meant to like that, then no idea. But I'm pretty sure it's the right one is for women, because it has, hips, like a little bit of hips. And then the left one kind of looks just like more narrow legs. So that's kind of my guess, that the right one is for women and the left one is for men. Or you can just open both of them and look which one has urinals and probably look very stupid doing that. Seriously, bathroom signs are not something to be complicated, okay? You can design other stuff, just leave that as simple, as most logical, because I'm pretty sure there's like a whole subreddit for bad bathroom designs, and if there's a whole subreddit about it, it's probably a thing. This very minimal but sort of oddly designed studio I looked at recently, and at first glance it's completely fine. It's like beige and it's like very empty, and then you see it. There's a toilet near the kitchen and there's an open shower. No matter how I look at this, like how was this design? I'm thinking maybe there's just some walls missing, but that's not a thing of a little bit missing walls. Even if you had like a toilet cubicle here, you would have to build, actual walls around it. But I'm thinking, are you supposed to put the bed near the shower, near the toilet, and near the kitchen? Like the things that shouldn't mix. I can kind of get the bed in the kitchen, though I wouldn't like it, since, you would smell like what you're cooking. It wouldn't be great, but at least I could kind of get it. But like, come on, toilet near the kitchen, near the shower is gonna spray all the water on the bed, then you're gonna be smelling, all the toilet stuff, no matter where you are, and that's disaster, honestly. That's a coffee cup that the coffee goes through it. Almost as if coffee's cup whole purpose isn't to keep coffee in it. If your coffee cup cannot keep coffee in it, it's kind of bad at being a coffee cup. Can you help Rocco get home? No. Who designed this? Look, I've designed a few labyrinths, it's like, you doodle, you design a few, but just designing a functional labyrinth, it's not that hard, okay? It's really not. You just do the main line, and then you do, a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. Basically, this is sad. It was probably like some way of computer generated. I doubt an actual human created this. It's just a question of, obviously, the picture wasn't generated with like the classic AI you think about, but it could be with some sort of a program that didn't work as intended, and nobody double checked it. That's the most stupid part. You would just have to double check it. Like, okay, now we have this labyrinth, let me just quickly solve it. But no. And now the only way to get Rocco home is if you go around the labyrinth altogether. What is this monstrosity? Because you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it's normal. And then the other side is also 1, 2, 3, 4. And then maybe it's like, because you can have two-sided doors, and maybe on the left you open the left door and the right door. But then it also says here's like if you're aligning at levels 1, 2, 3, or 4, you will need to select both buttons for that floor to ensure that the red light is highlighted. Why is this so complicated? And University Hospital, this is the hospital of all places. Yeah, so you have to press both buttons, ensure the red light is on. Wait, the layout on the picture is completely different than the layout on the actual elevator? What? That's even more confusing. That makes even less sense. God, what the fuck? W, fart, free water. I can see what they wanted to do is like water, free, and it's like free water. But really it just looks like a W and fart. Which, if that's what they were going for, nice, but it doesn't seem like it. Well, I sure hope you don't need those doors for something. How did this even happen? What came before, the doors or the railing? If the railing was before, then who the hell, decided to have the doors there? Because I'm pretty sure it would be pretty hard to remove that chunk of the wall for the doors. So, which makes me think probably the doors was first there and then the railing. But, why didn't you just measure the railing? Or when you placed it on, didn't you see that it's blocking the doors? Or maybe those are meant to be inaccessible and that's on purpose, but I really doubt that. Why would you have doors if they're not meant to be accessible? It makes no sense. Less is more. Well, I was struggling to see how this was supposed to fit, and then somebody in the comments said that these are rotating signs, so that made way more sense once I knew that. So basically just saying less is more, less is more, less is more. But I do have to say it's kind of ironic that somebody's saying less is more. How more can you be than displaying that message on skyscrapers? That is the most more you can do. That's definitely not less. That's way over the top. Oh, another one of these. Because why create actually nicely functioning bus stops when you can do that? Nothing is possible. You can see a little bit of the from the impossible, because it's like nothing is impossible. They even had the first color. Nothing is grayish, If they just kept the whole writing in that, except for the sun, it would be completely fine. It would be completely readable. But no, we have to be fancy. And usually, if you change the colors of the font, usually that you do it for a reason, maybe because you're first doing it over, let's say, a black thing, and then you do it over a white thing, so you have to do it other way around, so you can still read it. Or maybe you want to do some colors. You don't do it in a way where you remove the legibility. That's the opposite of what you should do. No, they saw the first one that was sugar, and they didn't read the rest. As you can see here, not all of them are sugar. One is sugar, one is salt, and the one they poured in is pepper, which I would say is the worst one to pour in, because at least, if you cook whatever you do, is it food, you can put salt into it, no matter if it's meant to be sweet or salty. But pepper, well, time to make another cup of coffee. Thank you. Your donation just helped someone get a job. Somebody pointed out that this dot here was probably added later, that somebody added it, because it was probably meant to be read, your donation just helped someone get a job, which is a really nice message, you just helped someone get a job right now, and instead of that, it's your donation just helped someone and get a job. No added apple, sugar cake. I know they even went to the trouble of labeling both one side red, the other side black, so you can really see what you have to read. But we still read stuff from left to right, so no added apple. Also, I will say this. They used one size of the font for one line and the other size of the font for the other one. So it's sugar cake. You read the sugar cake first. I mean, if you just quickly see, you read sugar cake, right? So you read it from left to right, no from up to down, right? And then you want to see the whole thing, so you see no added apple, because you go for the same pattern, right? It definitely gives the opposite effect you wanted it to. Cancer, except that the cancer is crossed out, so it's just, my dream is to end you, which could be a really nice sentiment if only they didn't cross the cancer out, because right now it just seems like this girl wants to end us, so that's probably the opposite of what you want. Never do your best. Quit. The thing with quotes is they're supposed to be readable in all ways you read them, not in one way you can read them and it's never quit, which is a nice sentiment, versus never do your best, quit. Seriously, when you do quotes, which could be read one or other way, always should be readable and should make sense. That's the only way you can do it. Turkish Airlines, and the fact that this could be such an amazing ad if it were only the other way around. If it were the other way around. On the other side, I'm pretty sure it looks perfect, because it's like plane lifting in the sky, and now here it looks like the plane is doing the Boeing thing, and you don't want to be doing the Boeing thing. Please, Turkish Airlines, leave that for the Boeing. Thank you very much. If you can't read this, you're going too fast, which is exactly what people that are going too fast won't read, which is what the sign says. So, the sign is correct, but it's like, if you're going slow enough, then you will read this sign and it won't matter. But if you're going too fast, you won't be able to read it, so it also won't matter. So this sign basically doesn't matter, Usually it's like, if you can read this, you're standing too close, or, something like that. Not if you can't read this, you're going too fast. Like, what were they hoping to achieve? We are take 4 open out. Or maybe we take 4 open are out? Confusion. Everybody's confused. We do not get it. Or maybe we are open for takeout. Like, I can see that it's meant to say we are open for takeout, but you have to do it like, the fan man. See, everybody says that they're a fan and blah blah, but he is the only fan I say is the truest fan. You know, when somebody says, I'm the real fan of that, no, they're lying. Are they that? Are they that? Nope. Then they're not the true fan. They're not a true fan. Don't never drink and drive. And drive high. See, again with these, you have to make them so in any way they make sense. If you can't make them in that way, don't make them in this way. It's that simple. So yeah, I know it's supposed to be read as don't drink and drive, never drink high, but it comes out as don't never drink and drive high. As, okay, well, you can be drunk, but be high. Because, you know, it's not like that is bad too. Temperature setting. You have recommended, then you have cold, non-specific thing because it's not labeled, and another cold. And all lights on for the coldest setting. So, what is that supposed to mean? I mean, I can understand the all lights on for the coldest setting, but that's about it. Like, I would guess the recommended is already cold. So, what does the cold do, and what does the other cold do, just in case 48 people need to hang up their coats simultaneously in a 3-stall bathroom? Don't you know those times when it's like crowded and you're just like, oh, if only I could hang out my coat somewhere. Yeah, damn it, were there only 10 hangers here? If only they were 48. If only. Yeah, it's definitely a choice. Maybe somebody just didn't know what to do with hangers and they just like, man, I'm gonna put them here. Milk. I don't know if orange juice can be classified as milk. I'm pretty sure no. So, this might be incorrect, but, you know, it just might be. I could be my demon speaking. I don't know your human stuff. I don't know. Maybe you have orange milk. What do I know? What do I know? Doesn't look like milk to me. You know, at first I saw this and I was like, I mean, it looks fine. And then I read it. Model showing off earring for sale. I cannot see the earring. Look, I have earrings too. You know, if you wanna show off your earrings, but you're not really proud of them, I guess that's one of the way of doing it. It's not even, they were like, I don't know, a few bucks earrings, so it would be, I don't know, you just buy them, not even thinking about it. So $80 for earrings that you can't even see. Though I am guessing you can maybe see them on the other slides. Ah, yes. You know, when you go to the toilet, and then you have to stand up and walk 3 steps so we can get the toilet paper. No, but seriously, how did this happen? Like, seriously, how did this happen? Who designed this? Who put that there? How? Sometimes I'm just like, it seems to me, honestly, it seems easier to do this correctly. There has to be so much thought put into it to do it this wrongly. How many undergrads study engineering? 2015, it's 17%, and 2021, it's 12%, except the pie is showing something completely different, which is, it should be 100%, but look, if I'm just guessing, somebody had the numbers in Excel, right, and then they created a pie, you know, and they didn't double check it, they didn't see what the pie graph was actually about, they were just like, click, create a pie graph, and that was that. And this is the result, which makes no sense. Oh, this door kind of reminds me of the villager houses in Minecraft. You know, those like very tall houses in Minecraft. I'm guessing the stairs are supposed to be added later, or maybe they were here before, because you can see some stones here. Maybe, you know, it was here. But also, look at the clouds, look so pretty. It's so beautiful. I don't know if it's like the evening or if it's the morning, but it looks really pretty. And I'll say that. I'll give them that. Ascend, except there's an arrow downwards, which is the opposite of ascending, you know? That's descend. Double check your designs. It's really not that hard. The library is now selling free coffee for $1, because what is more free than paying $1? I mean, there's so much wrong. First of all, it's selling free. If something is being sold, then that thing is not free. I mean, either way, I think $1 for coffee is, you know, especially if it's like nice coffee, it's not just from the machine. That's really cheap. I'm just saying. Enjoy your safe holidays on Rhodos. Yeah, no thank you. That doesn't really sound safe. The quote marks aren't meant to be, you know, used as an emphasis for something. No, quote marks can be only used in two ways, right? One is when you quote something, right? But you have to make it specific. And the other one is when you're saying something sarcastically or when you don't actually mean it. So yeah, enjoy your safe holidays on Rodos. Doesn't sound really safe. You can say maybe it's like somebody said they're safe and they're just quoting them, but yeah, it doesn't work, you know? You can only use quote marks for quotes if it's obvious it's a quote, if it's long enough to be a quote, or maybe if it's stated that it's a quote. Notice, this is a work-free drug place. Let's keep it that way. This one doesn't even have the left, right, up, down, excuse, because there's no other way to read this. This is really the correct way to read this. Of course, it says this company has zero tolerance, blah, 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 blah. But come on. Like, obviously everybody will know what this is actually about, but who checked this? Or better yet, who didn't check this? Who was supposed to check this and didn't? Yeah, exactly. Now, if that last elevator was bad, look at this. And some numbers are just completely missing, and then you have double numbers always, and it looks horrible. No. Wow, you watched the video till the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe. With your help, I'll be back in hell in no time. Bye!